Margate, one of Britain's oldest seaside resorts, and the first to introduce donkey rides way back in 1790. Which may be why, since then, Cockneys have been making the 84-mile journey from London in their thousands to enjoy the fresh air, fine cuisine, and a nice scrap with the locals.
Yeah, I think we're carrot crunchers. That's what they used to call us, the Londoners, carrot crunchers. But I think a lot of them got a shock when they find out we ain't.
Ray is a veteran of many a running battle with tourists. He has a brilliant combat record, but there's one campaign that stands out.
The Mods and Rockers in 1964. And I was a rocker. There was about 50, maybe 100 of us. And we got chased along the seafront and we ended up here, which was where the sun deck was. The Mods was on the beach, and as far as the eye could see, all you could see was Mods, and they was breaking deck chairs up and slinging at them, and they was coming over like arrows out of the Battle of Agincourt.
For my sins, if you like, I was a mod, although I never got involved in the bank holiday weekend skirmishes that happened here. It was quite sad to see. I mean, we had our normal day trip with the families on the beach. Some of the youngsters would be throwing deck chairs down onto families and so on.
Now, the whole thing about mods and rockers back then seems quite bewildering today, doesn't it? You know, you like two different types of music, you're going to dress differently. That's interesting. That's lovely youth culture we've got. Yeah, what do you like? I like rock and roll. What do you like? I kind of like 60s soul. That's brilliant. Do you fancy meeting on Saturday on a beach in Margate and I'm going to cut your face off? It's a deal.
They was tooled up, we was tooled up, and I mean, there's no doubt about it. Like, bit of deck chair, some of the Mods had hammers and spanners, and some of the lads I was with had bats. If it's hard and heavy, pick it up and hit them with it.
In the battle to defend the town from the tough tourist, even the ice cream man is no Mr. Softy.
£7.60 change, all right?
Thank you.
I used to have a big baseball bat in here at one time, but Margate, I think, as well as places like Brighton, Blackpool, any seaside resort, I think it's seen as a day trip as paradise, you know, an easy target, go down there, have a few beers and cause a lot of rucking, you know, a lot of trouble, basically.
Of course, not all visitors are unwanted. Ex-heavyweight boxer Andy Clubber Gerard was welcomed with open arms, largely because the people of Margate were too scared not to.
Ford Horace Notice, Gary Mason, all the people who were around at the time to fight.
With a distinguished fighting record of 27 wins and 32 losses, Clubber could have been a contender, but then he came up against an unknown heavyweight named Lennox Lewis.
He came out for the first round and all of a sudden he hit me with about 6 jabs with no reply. And in the 4th round, he just went to town on me. Really hurt me. That was the end of my fight career, and I never quite made it into my prime.
His career tragically cut short. Clubber wasn't quite ready to hang up his gloves. Instead, he moved to Margate and opened his own bar. But unfortunately for Clubber, the locals have not been willing to put up a fight.
People come in one night, maybe have a little bit too much to drink, have an argument with a friend. That's it. It's just, you can just go up to these people around you and just talk to them, and then that's it. They see they're wrong.
Should they ever think they're right, Clubber's always ready to hammer the point home. Margate has a proud tradition of always offering first-class entertainment, from Chaz and Dave to David Essex. And to that list of glittering stars, we can now add Bob, the Sinking Dustman.
I belong to Margate, I'm looking at people and all the shit on the floor. We don't care, because I belong to Margate. Las Vegas has got French Sinatra, but Margate has got me, and they'll always had me.
Bob the Singing Dustman. He would always sort of get hold of me and tell me what he's done and what he's doing.
I'm going for a shit. I'm going to have a
piss.
Yeah, if you put Bob at a tourist attraction, I think we could find ourselves not regretting it, but I mean that in the nicest possible way.
How are you, mate? All right, enjoying yourself? Yeah, all right, mate. Good, I bet you are, though. How do you like Margate? Oh, yeah, welcome, mate. Oh, we do like to be there by the seaside.
Margate, where the seaside entertainment is sure to leave you lost for words.
By the seaside, by the sea.
Just along the south coast from Margate is historic Hastings.
I just like walking about. I like the old town, walking up the lanes, looking in all the old junk shops.
Nice sunny day. It's probably as good here than it is in Spain or anywhere like that. Might be not as many women down here, but there you go. It can't be helped, can it?
Britain's answer to the Costa del Sol, with its 3-mile-long promenade, ancient old town and beach-based fishing fleet. It's a place that's been popular with visitors since 1066.
I'd rather spend a day here in Hastings than in Spain.
But a beautiful beach is not the only thing Hastings and the Costa del Sol have in common.
Organised crime, you've got the protection rackets, you've got the drug dealers, you've got the arms dealers. You know, these are professional people.
Karate black belt John Wilson has been exposed to Hastings' underworld all his life.
The availability of guns, knives, the like, if you name it, I could probably get hold of something like that by making a couple of phone calls to people that know people and probably have you armed within a couple of hours if, you know, that was the way it needed to be.
When you're known throughout Hastings as a hard man, it's no surprise that certain opportunities might come your way.
I've been approached by people, you know, to help, how can I say it, to help with their industry, you know, be it one way or the other, to intimidate, to debt collect, to collect money for gangsters for their different things, you know, bits and pieces. That's something I do try and steer, you know, clear of now.
John may not be a part of that world, but he shares some of their passions.
You can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. And I am a country boy, and my other passion is shooting.
Nothing quite beats the thrill of the hunt across open countryside. But these are the mean streets of Hastings, awash with the worst kinds of scum. So John's decided to clean up, and he's got his sights trained on the local vermin.
That pigeon there, and he's looking at me, we've made eye contact, he's looking, thinking, is my life about to finish? Well, today it's not.
Of course, in a tough town like Hastings, you might just need that little bit of added protection.
People that require bodyguards, they feel that it's a very, very busy area and that they're going to get confrontation in some way, shape or form, and a bodyguard is there basically to stop that happening.
Former fisherman Chris Swan used to work the wild waters of Hastings before realising he had bigger fish to fry.
They put their life in your hands, basically. Their reputation, everything about that person sits on the fact that you have to control the scenario that you're in. And the only way you can do that is homework.
And in a high-risk situation, self-styled security expert Chris is the man you need.
There's a gentleman walking down a public pathway towards us now with a bag over his shoulder and a large puffer jacket. It's the middle of summer. Why would he want to be wearing a large puffer jacket? I'd question it.
In Hastings, there are dangers everywhere.
Parked cars, absolute nightmare. Got a young family coming past now with a pram. Here's the pram. Exactly what it's supposed to be for. Has it got a baby in it? When there's a door up there that's open, the open windows, it's daylight, the sun's shining, I cannot see through those windows. That is extremely dangerous. I need to check that out.